Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called My Eyes by Shelton. And it starts off with this cool little intro lick. If you wanted to, you could kind of follow those notes by starting on the 4th fret on the D string, and then doing a slide to 6th fret, so we can kind of play in the 4 and kind of leaving enough pressure into the guitar to kind of get the sound to carry from 4 to 6. And then we play some more of that, and then we kind of play that and kind of slide back to 4. Take that and kind of slide back to the 2nd fret on the D. And then we go back to the 4th for kind of that 4-6 slide. But then you may want to slide it back to 4 and then go back to the 2nd fret on the D. So it's a little weird kind of working with those 3 notes, but you got a 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, 2. Kind of dig on that. 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2. 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, 2. Now you could also kind of harmonize that with some things called thirds. and so on that first note, it's actually kind of an F sharp note. And if you wanted to, you could kind of take your 3rd finger and put him in on the 6th fret on the A string. It's kind of like a little D sharp third, kind of a D sharp and an F sharp together. Like if D was 1, D, F sharp is a 3rd. So we could use that shape around that 4th fret on the D. And then for the 6th fret note, when we kick it off, we could kind of use the 7th fret on the A, 6th fret on the D as kind of an E major thing, kind of a E and a G sharp note together to kind of harmonize that. Might be kind of a really cool way to kind of work it through the tune. And from that F sharp return, you could kind of slide that down 2 frets for that 2nd fret on the D string. You may want to add in 4th fret on the A string as kind of a C sharp note to kind of back up that E. So you got C sharp to E, C sharp to E. So you may kind of dig on kind of adding those shapes to that lick. Might be kind of a cool way to kind of work it through the tune. But if you wanted to, you could just back that up with a chord. And you kind of start on an E major chord. Let me play E major. 1st finger goes to G on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the A string 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the D string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of E major. Sounds so wonderful. So you may want to just kind of back that up with a chord, actually, just kind of that E major, and you could even just do downstrokes to that part. So you may kind of dig on that, or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we tried that a lot on the E. You'd have the down, down, up. Myself, what I was really digging on was the 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot at the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. Kind of a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. What I mean by that is if you take the E major and do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the 1st beat. Then on the 2nd beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And then on the 3rd beat, you'd be doing it up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you'd be going down, up, right along to 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you put all that together, then you'd have down, 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 down. So we want to kind of play around with that, or even using that strum pattern and kind of adjustments of the 16th to kind of bring out that melody note from the intro. So I'm going to kind of play around with that. I'm at a little left hand muting there at the end, kind of doing some down ups on that, but you may want to kind of try and match that feel to the lick too. And then from that intro, then we'll be going into our main verse chorus. I'm kind of thinking about this, there's kind of a little variation here, but so we start out on our E major, and you may randomly hear a very, very quick change to it, to an A major that you could completely ignore and on the first E major. But the way you play A major, first finger goes to the D on the second fret, second finger on the G second fret, and third finger on the B string second fret, big party on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord. It sounds really, really happy. Now, while you're on A's, though, you may want to think about lifting off the third finger, making that an A suspended second. Or you could add in the pinky on the B third, make that an A suspended chord. So you can almost kind of say some things around the A, if you kind of dig on that. Or you could rework this as kind of a bar A major by doing kind of a 5th fret bar. Bear with me if you're just starting out. And then 2 goes to the G on the 6th fret, third finger on the A7, and pinky on the D7. If you strum all those together, that sounds an A major too. It sounds really, really happy, right? Although bar chords can be kind of a pain in the butt. But what can be very cool is to take the first finger and do the low E string on the 5th fret, just kind of lifting up the bar is what I'm doing. Instead of doing my bar over the entire strings, now I'm doing just the low E string, and kind of placing in the rest of the second finger, third, fourth for where they would have been in that chord. It's kind of a big A major, an A major non. It sounds awesome, right? You've got that B note in there. So you may want to kind of think about using that, and that could be very cool from the E, because you could get there by lifting off the first finger, sliding back to the E major. You may not want to do that on that particular spot. Actually, a really cool trick on that particular spot could be even to take your third finger and kind of just lay it down over the D, G, and B on the second fret. It's this cool little brief hit to an A major there. And if you're doing the down, down, up, down, you may want to do down, down, up, and then hit that A on the last down, up. If you're working the 16th, you'd be doing the down, 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 up, down, and then hit the A for the last down, down. And that might be something you want to throw in through the tune, actually, on the E chord. That can be kind of a cool lick. Just around the E in general. And then from that next E, then we go to an F sharp minor chord. I normally do this as a 2nd fret bar, third finger on the A fourth, pinky on the D fourth. Oh, F sharp minor. Oh, that's so sad. Now you could kind of lift the pinky, make that F sharp minor 7, or if you're getting into other jazz voicings, you could put the pinky on the B string on the 5th fret if you kind of dig on that option. Or if you're new to bars, you could make this a smaller chord, so you could kind of do just the top 2 strings, the top 3 strings, top 4 strings is still kind of an F sharp minor 7. Or you could go low and do an F sharp power chord by doing first finger on the low E, 2nd fret, third finger on the A, 4th fret. That's strum just the E and A strings for an F sharp 5. Sounds very powerful. Or another option would be to kind of do the first finger on the low E 2nd. This is a stretch, but you may want to play around with this. Doing 2nd finger on the G string 2nd, and I'm using the pinky to go to the D string on the 4th. That's another option. And what I kind of dig is working this almost like a drone idea. So you got that kind of B and the E string on the top. Might be kind of a cool option. Another possibility actually could be kind of a Melissa F sharp minor, which could be kind of cool too, where you do first finger on the G 2nd, third finger on the A 4th, pinky on the D 4th. You kind of work that for your F sharp minor. And just leaving the open E is kind of a drone idea. So you may want to kind of dig on that. Playing around with different fingers for the E major, depending on which option you're going from, can be cool too. So right now I'm doing everything with 1, 3, and 4. Kind of that E major with 1, 3, and 4, and minor with 1, 3, and 4. First finger, third finger, fourth finger. So you may want to kind of play around with that too. And then from that F sharp minor, then we'll be going to an A major, kind of at the end. You could kind of grab the regular A, or you could grab that, like the drone option there. Now the weird part is when we're doing our down, down, up on that last F sharp minor A, you may want to do just a down, down, up on each of those chords if you're doing the down, down, up. If you're doing the 16th pattern, you may want to do just the down, 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 up on each of those chords. So it's kind of a half strum idea. So we tried it that way through our first verse chorus. You'd have the E down, up, A, F sharp minor, F sharp minor, A, first verse chorus, you'll hear kind of an intro return. So kind of that intro lick coming back. So we want to kind of gravitate to that through that before we start our second verse chorus. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, or the down, 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 up, or down, 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 you could throw in a bass note for the chords. On the E, you normally have the low E for the bass. On the F sharp minor, you'd have the low E for the bass. On the A, you'd have the A bass, unless you kind of dig in on kind of that drone A, and you might want to go to the low E string for your bass on that. So we tried kind of adding basses to our 16th, though. This gets a little weird. You could have bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down. And actually, something else that can be kind of cool too is on the F sharp minor A. I think I did this actually last time on our first verse chorus. But you could kind of half or split the pattern. So kind of an F sharp minor bass, down, down, up, and then going to the, and this would be weird, but going to the A for the up, bass, down, up, down. So we want to kind of split that bass, bass, down, down, up, A, down, up, down. I want to do it right on the bass, but F sharp minor, A, oh, that'd be a cool place to split it. F sharp minor, down, down, up, A, up, bass, down, up, down. So we can kind of experiment with that too. So we tried adding basses to our second verse chorus. You have the E, F sharp minor, F sharp minor, A, or if you're digging the 16th, E, F sharp minor, return kind of just one time through, and it's kind of the beginning of our bridge, but we kind of have that little idea from the intro kind of come back, and then we hit this cool little step progression. It's awesome. So it actually kind of starts on that E major that our intro return kind of happens on, and then we go to an F sharp minor chord, but then we go to a G sharp minor chord. So and one way to do that is to kind of take that bar G sharp or F sharp minor and just slide it to 4th fret. So you got 4th fret bar, 3rd finger on the A6, pinky on the D6. You can kind of work it that way. Or if you kind of do the bars, you could, you could do the G sharp minor 7. Dig on that. You go to G sharp minor 7. You can do the top 4 strings, kind of working all those F sharp minor shapes we were talking about. Or you could do G sharp 5. Or you could even do the Melissa F sharp shape, but now working it 4 or 6, 6, 4. Sharp if you kind of dig on that. Or you could use that other voicing where we have the low E4, well now we'll have low E4 for the G sharp, and then 4th fret on the G, 6th fret on the D. Kind of race through those options there, but that's all those F sharp minor shapes just sliding over. And then from there, then we'd be going to the A, and then we go to a B major chord. And you could do this as kind of a bar idea. In a couple places, actually, I think the easiest way out on this, though, is to take that A major shape, if you're doing the 5th fret bar, and slide it over 2 frets to kind of a B major that way. Or you could kind of use that drone idea, opening up the bar to get the B and the E string out. Or you could work it as kind of a root position idea and go with a B7 chord. And when you play B7, 1st finger goes to the D 1st fret. 2nd finger on the A 2nd, 3rd finger on the G 2nd, pinky on the high 2nd. So B7 could definitely be an option, kind of working with that too. Now, if you another option would be just following the power chords too. You could have the E major to the F sharp 5, to the G sharp 5, to 5th fret for an A5, to 7th fret for a B5. So if you're looking for a really easy way out, that might actually be the easiest way out. F sharp 5, G sharp, really heavy that way, but that might be kind of cool. Contrast a little bit with the rest of the tune. And then B, or you could use your down, up, down, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, basis to that, and kind of have that E sharp minor, G sharp minor, kind of dig on the drone voicings, or you could use your 16th with the basses, and you have that E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, to lead us into our last chorus, and then we're back to our E. Back on our intro return, so you're going to kind of bring back that lick from the intro. So you're going to kind of play around with that and kind of find an option that works for you. But that's the basics of how you can strum through My Eyes by Blake Shelton. So good luck!